in this video, we're going to be looking at the Logitech Trueforce G923 for the PlayStation 5. We're going to do a full guide setup. I'm going to make it really easy for you guys to understand what's going on here with this Logitech setup and how to use it. Let's not waste any time. Let's go. So straight away inside the box, this is what we're going to get. What we have is a power adapter. We will have some other accessories such as the actual pedals right here. The pedals, let's actually unwrap it to show you straight away. Now this is very similar to the previous generation with the G29 of how they're actually set up. Do get a Logitech sticker. As always, with most Logitech products, you're gonna get a sticker. And we got also this stuff, which we actually have some instructions here of how to actually set it up. It is actually PlayStation 5 verified and PlayStation 4 verified, so it's good that it's utilized for the latest system with the PlayStation 5. We do also get this play seat instruction guide, and we get the actual racing wheel here too, which is very exciting. And that's pretty much everything inside the box. Everything comes really neat and tidy. So the wrapping, you don't have to like rip open or anything like that. Okay, so there's a few new things with this version of the Logitech setup. So first thing we're gonna notice is a full of black sort of setup, even with the side sort of panels here, change gears and stuff. This is full blacked out. The logo in the middle has no more PlayStation logo. It just has the Logitech G logo. So that's brand new. Let's just unravel that. It looks very nice with sort of like a shiny finish. The rest is sort of like a matte black finish on the back here. We've also got the Logitech G system. And as you can see, it says Trueforce here because this racing wheel is the first one that utilizes the Trueforce system, which is something that you're gonna see with more the high-end Logitech systems. So it's really great to have the Trueforce, and that's basically stuff to do with the feedback. We've still got a full blacked out system now with the front. We have no red or anything with the dial, and basically it's all very similar. Very nice. The feel straight away feels very nice. Like we've got a bit of weight with that wheel. Basics are with actually mounting these. You got to push them down with these parts. Push them down, twist it, and they will come out. And you basically can then mount it from that point, and they'll just easily just come out. These are made out of plastic. They haven't done any metal sort of mounting systems for these sorts of Logitech systems. And let's just do the same for this one. Push it out and twist it and turn it, and it will come out. It's really easy to do. Very nice. So you can push that out, and you know, you can go really far out with these for like really big tables and stuff like that. Also at the bottom here, we have a Logitech G shifter adapter right there that we connected to. And we've also got the steering pedals mounting system right there as well. We've also got this cable here, which is via USB. Now the USB cable here connects to your PlayStation, whether it's the PlayStation 4 or the PlayStation 5. So you can connect this point to the front or the back of your PlayStation, and it's got a pretty decent length. And because of these cable wire parts, similar to the G29, everything will just run straight through there. I technically just like to push it in that way, one of these ones, so the cable's not sort of, I don't know, gonna break. Try not to connect it without mounting first, because what happens is this wheel is gonna spin and you're gonna cause a lot of problems if you don't mount it first. So these pedals, like I said, they're exactly the same as the last generation with the G29. We have the acceleration, the brake, which has a lot of resistance. That's really, really good. And we've also got the clutch. Last time, I didn't know what the clutch was. Now I do. There is this thing right here. So this attachment, I'm pretty sure it is new in this generation. So you have this lever that you pull down. There we go. That's gonna come out, and that's for when you have carpet. So that's gonna help it sort of grip to the carpet. So it's actually really useful to have. So this, we can just sort of push in one of these sort of cable management systems right here. Probably the closest one to the actual adapter, and it's so easy to understand which one's which. You've got the actual driving shifter mount there, and we've got the pedal mount here, so we can easily just plug those in. We do also have the power adapter there, so I'm thinking of actually changing some of this around. So I'm actually going to put the power here, and then what I'll do, the steering wheel cable here, and I'll put the power adapter here. So now we've got two parts of the adapter, same as the last generation. So we're just going to put this part in here, and then this is the actual attachment to the steering wheel at the bottom. Like before with the other ones, basically we can just route that through. And if you have any extra space with the cables, we also have this part where we can wrap it around. You just want to make sure that these are properly screwed in, and you'll know the orientation just by trying and testing. There we go, it's tightening up. So that means that it's firm and on the table. I do recommend like a mini table for these sorts of things for the setup, because it's just easier for space. I do recommend these. I bought this one from Amazon. It costs about $70, these sorts of tables. Now it's not the perfect table, like it is wobbly and everything, and it's not the most stable thing, but it's just easy to use. That's why I've got it. All right, so now we're gonna do the mounting part with the PlayStation 5. PlayStation 5 is right here, so let's just plug it in. There we go. And that's why I didn't want to, you know, put it upside down and plug it in, because it's going to do this whole mounting thing. Now the good thing about the Logitech 923 is because it automatically detects which system you're on, whether you're on the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5. We've also got Xbox versions, so it's going to do the same with those sorts of versions. So that's why it's really good, because it has the auto detect feature. And like I said before, we've got the brand new Trueforce feature as well. So that's really good. We've got a lot of sort of resistance with the wheel. Seems really, really good. A lot of resistance with the clutch, and that brake pedal is very, very forceful, which is good. Like, it has a lot of resistance. Press the PlayStation button, it might work. There we go, we're on the home screen. So this dial can be used sort of like for the mouse, that sort of like the home screen and stuff like that at the back here. So this will go up a gear, that'll go down a gear. And we've got our basic controls here. We've got L2 and R2, R3 and L3, which is usually on the DualSense controller. It's these buttons that you click in. So that's what those things are. For the plus and the minus for the volume. And we've got the options and the share. Instead of it being here, we've actually got them here, as you can see. And then we've got the home option as well, and the backspace option as well. Some basics of actually using it there. We'll do race, do Trueforce feature experience and see how it goes. Do a basic race and we'll see how it feels. This one's 2 laps and we're doing a Sunday Cup. So that's pretty fun. All right, so basic controls again. Just press X to start. Whoa, I can feel a lot of vibrations on this controller. With the DualSense controller, I felt a lot of sort of like vibrations, haptic feedback. It's doing a lot of vibrating. So I'm guessing that's the Trueforce feature. And the haptic feedback, it's very sensitive to movements, like big movements. It's gonna skid around quite easily. I'm also seeing a lot of lighting coming up here. And we have a lot of resistance to this movement, but we seem to be doing well right now. There we go, starting to gain some speed over here. See, at first with the game, it's also very slow with the cars and the movements. So right now we're going about 90, which is good. So to change gear, you want to hold down the clutch and then press the up gear button. And if you're wondering, this controller does work with other games like simulation games and Need for Speed games like Need for Speed Heat. It'll work with Need for Speed Unbound. I've tested the Logitech G923 with and got it to work with that as well. So it is compatible with simulation games and other driving games as well, just so you guys know. Overall, it's a lot of fun. The feeling of I don't know, you feel a lot of vibration on here. So in terms of that, it can be a bit in the way. Like if you have the VR headset and then you do Gran Turismo, having the driving force simulation set up, that would be really, really cool. I've seen someone do that before and it seemed really good. Let me know if you guys want to see some sort of video where I do like a VR headset, and then I've also got the racing wheel set up as well. Go to controllers and go to vibration function, and then I can actually turn that off. There is a way to actually turn down the vibration, and I will do a test to see how that goes and see if that's actually any better for me as a user. With the Logitech G Hub, you can customize all these buttons, and it's also connectable to PC as well as the PlayStation 5 with both versions. So if you've got the Microsoft version, Xbox version, or if you've got PlayStation version, they're both connectable to PC and the Logitech G Hub. All right, so now we've turned off vibrations, and already it's a big game changer. I don't feel any vibrations happening, and already it's like 10 times more enjoyable. So I definitely recommend turning off the vibration settings in your settings menu if you have a racing wheel. Everything seems really good. Everything connected really easily. I didn't have to do any extra settings with the Logitech G29 because this version of the Logitech controller is a newer one, so it's already PlayStation 5 certified. It's an official PlayStation product, so it's going to pretty much work straight away. So overall, the experience of not having the vibration is 10 times better than having the vibration on, I can tell you that much. Now, even just like with driving itself, I'm feeling a lot of stuff happening with the controller in a way. I think that's the actual Trueforce feedback. There's just like some sort of stuff clicking in the actual controller itself, but overall pretty good. Like with non-tight turns, it's really easy to sort of steer because there's no resistance in between the micro turns. When you get to some of the bigger turns like this one, there is a little bit of resistance there with the turn, but that also adds to the experience of the controller in a good way. Like you actually feel like you're driving something. Now, in terms of if it's actually worth buying a racing wheel or not, I'm definitely saying it is, because it's sort of part of the racing simulation setup in a way. Like it really adds to Gran Turismo as like a whole. Like the actual experience of playing the game, like it actually makes it better. Like if you're playing any driving game, it's challenging to actually drive the proper racing wheel, but it actually adds to the experience of it. So yes, it is worth actually buying one. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this setup of the G923 racing wheel. Yeah, like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thank you for watching.